Hello, this is Harry Hobson, President and CEO of Plymouth Harbor. I'm here today, November 25th, 2020, without my sidekick, Karen Novak. She has a fairly busy afternoon. She's doing some contact tracing. So I decided to go ahead with our updated video and get it out to you today. What I'd like to do is spend some time giving you a COVID-19 campus update, and then I'm going to go through some changes that are once again going to take place in our dining services, specifically as it relates to our colony holiday parties. Okay, let me start with the campus update. As I think most of us know in this area, we are definitely seeing uptick in COVID activity. We're seeing it across the state of Florida. We're seeing it in Sarasota and to a lesser degree, yet notable here at Plymouth Harbor. Right now, we've got 4 residents who have tested positive for coronavirus. They are asymptomatic. We have 1 in independent living. We have 1 in Seaside assisted living and 2 in the Smith Care Center. Regarding our staff, we have 5 team members who have tested positive, 1 in human resources, 1 in independent living dining services, 1 in Seaside assisted living dining services, and 2 in the Smith Care Center. Now, the residents in Smith Care Center and Seaside assisted living who have tested positive, as I mentioned before, they are asymptomatic, but they are also under quarantine, and we're following all of the CDC guidelines. The resident in independent living who tested positive for COVID about a week ago remains in isolation in their apartment until December 1st, so just a few more days. Of course, our team members who tested positive for COVID, they are all at home under quarantine. Now, we've decided to close the dining room and group activities in the Smith Care Center until further notice. What I like to do now is move on to dining services. And as you know, I've tried to prepare everyone for last minute changes by using words such as tentative or subject to change. I must again come to you with a change in our colony holiday party plans. Now, after careful consideration and counsel, I have decided to cancel all colony holiday parties previously planned in the cafe. Now, the reason for this is twofold. On one hand, it is the increasing number of COVID cases and or observations due to the contact tracing. And the other is related to non-COVID health issues among some of our team members and scheduled time off. Now, quite candidly, quite a few of our team members are showing signs of burnout, and I must address that issue. I have to take the long view in this situation and pace ourselves so we can best get through the next several months. You know, a recent resident mentioned to one of our department heads that this decision to close the dining room will no doubt force residents to dine out in area restaurants. Now, I disagree with that. I want to continue to assure all the residents that we will accommodate your nutritional needs via our home delivered meal program that have received glowing remarks for the last 7 or 8 months. It is further my opinion that leaving the campus now and venturing into public restaurants is not only putting you at risk, but also once you return, your friends and neighbors here at Plymouth Harbor. You know, I just want to conclude this edition of The Splash by urging us all to exercise extreme caution during this very vulnerable time. While we have done very well managing the pandemic here at Plymouth Harbor, we must remember this pandemic is real, and I know you know that. When we have experienced positive test results or diagnosed cases of COVID, it's often related to the fact that some team members have brought it onto our campus, or residents have done the same following eating out, or being at a large scale reception. Please practice social distancing. I'm here, Karen, right now, pleading for that for all your gatherings that you're planning, as it takes so very little to spread this awful virus. Now, please remember that although this is a very challenging time in our history, we do have much to be thankful for. As Nancy and I plan to eat alone this year, we do hope to FaceTime or Zoom with our children and grandchildren. But we will take time out of our day to focus our thoughts and prayers on each and every resident and team member here at Plymouth Harbor. We're so very thankful for all of you. In the meantime, please live cautiously and stay well. And if you have any questions regarding any of this information, please give me a call or send me an email at harryh@plymouthharbor.org. And I will be putting out a splash here just in a few moments. We'll basically discuss everything I've gone through in this video. So here's hoping you a very safe and happy Thanksgiving.